First part, 31st July 24, trial day 22. Starts at 9:15 a.m. There are 32 process observers present and there is a good atmosphere. Dr. Misery is present. Miss Wormer is not there yet. She is still stuck in a traffic jam. There are also 2 witnesses present, but they have not been summoned by the court. It is still being decided whether they will be heard. Frank Großenbach, Viviane Fischer's lawyer, was not allowed to attend the hearing as Viviane's lawyer and could not read out his application. He is now sitting in the auditorium. Second part, 31st, 7th, 24, trial day 22. First break at 9:28 a.m. Dr. Misery, Reiner's defense attorney, has requested permission to continue reading out applications and reasons orally. Brackets. This decision was already made on the last day of the trial when Dr. Misery was not present. Applications and reasons are no longer allowed to be read out. The audience then no longer knows what is at stake, which also contradicts the principle of publicity. Brackets closed. The chamber decides negatively on the application. Dr. Misery will no longer be allowed to submit an application orally. According to the Federal Constitutional Court, the defense must be allowed to submit applications at any time. This is no longer possible after the self-reading process. Dr. Misery says that if this continues, the defense will no longer take part in the trial. Dr. Misery hands over a letter from Frank Großenbach as his own application, which is also intended to exonerate Reiner. Third part, 31st July 24, trial day 22. Frank Großenbach was not allowed to justify his application for adhesion and is now sitting in the audience. His justification would have further exonerated Reiner. Viviane Fischer has realized that he should no longer be persecuted, so now she wants to tell the truth. But the court doesn't want to hear that. Dr. Misery then submitted his application as a separate application. Viviane, on the basis of whose statement the court wanted to convict Reiner, is now of the opinion that Reiner's behavior was not criminal. Therefore, the court does not like this new statement at all. Christoph Misery then wanted to submit a request for rejection, but he was not allowed to do that either. He should submit his request to reject the judge due to bias in writing by August 2nd, 2024. Thereupon, Dr. Misery said that the defendant made the rejection request himself, but Reiner was not allowed to do so verbally either. Afterwards, Dr. Misery packed his things and left the meeting room. He said that it was no longer a proper process because the application was already being prevented. The judge wanted to include the application for bias in the minutes and then reject it because it was not in writing. Then Dr. Misery said he no longer had to take part because the principle of publicity had been violated, and sat down in the audience. On Bittel TV, Dr. Misery said that he would submit both applications as applications from Reiner himself. If only the written form is retained, it will obviously no longer be a legal process. Fourth part, 31st July 24, trial day 22. Dr. Misery is now sitting in the audience. Quote, "If you can no longer submit an application and your permission to speak is no longer there, it is no longer a real process." End of quote. He has never experienced anything like that before. 10:30. Katja Wormer arrived and met with Dr. Misery to consult. Reiner should also only be allowed to present in writing. Reiner also cited the violation of the principle of publicity. He also said that his writing was very difficult to read. He only had an old rickety typewriter in the prison and the ribbon is now empty. Fifth part, 31st July 24, trial day 22. Another interruption at 10:54 a.m. Some applications that were sent by email should be discussed. The spectators are upset because they don't even know what it's about. The applications are also not read out by the judge. No explanations may be made in this regard. Sixth part, 31st July 24, trial day 22, 12:24 p.m. Break until 12:45 p.m. 2 more witnesses will then be heard. This request was granted. Dr. Misery is back in the courtroom wearing a robe. He submitted a proposal of over 100 pages. Witnesses have not been heard from for a long time. The court had previously announced that it did not consider it necessary to hear further witnesses. The 2 witnesses are Josef, brackets Reiner's best friend, brackets closed, and Andrea Becker. 7th part, 31st July 24, trial day 22. The meeting ended at 2 p.m. The spectators outside can wave to the car with Reiner. The witnesses Josef and Andrea Becker testified on behalf of Reiner. Dr. Misery has submitted a petition. Of course, the spectators didn't know what this was about. By the way, Reiner has been in isolation since his birthday. Thank you, birdies. You sing so beautifully.